Okay, I'm back.
We were
Very
like,
nervous.
I know, sorry about that. Surprise, I'm not going to be joining. All right, give me one moment. Welcome to everybody. Thanks so much. We're just working through some of these last minute issues. Okay. All right. Can everyone see the screen?
yes.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I think I can't even believe it's January. It's the new year and it's time to kick off our 2023 Customer Award Show. So we certainly appreciate you being here. My name is Kathleen. I'm the head of marketing at Bravo and we'll just be acting as MC and host. The real stars of the show today will be Christy, who is going to be talking through 2023 roadmap and some of our accomplishments in 2022. And Tally will also be giving a state of the company address and key milestones. And something else that's very fun is throughout the presentation today, we have 5 or 6 customer awards. So we look back in 2022 and look at really some outstanding performances and accomplishments from Bravo customers. And we want to go ahead and call those out. And we have some cash prizes that will be emailed to the winners. So welcome. The other thing I just want to let you know is we are recording this. So we'll go ahead and post this to our website, send up follow-up emails so you'll have access to that recording if there's anything you want to look back on or share it with your team. And we also love participation. So you'll notice that there's a couple of ways that you can interact. If you have questions or comments, feel free to put those in the chat, or you can send those into the Q&A section and we'll go ahead and make sure that we get those addressed. So let's go ahead and actually, before we jump into a look back on Bravo's 2022 milestones, I think we should start with our first customer award. So Tally, do you want to explain what the Rookie Rockstar is before we announce the winner?
Yeah, so the Rookie Rockstar goes to a brand new customer and it has to do with their ability to get going on Bravo. That includes their onboarding, their training, and their support, getting all of their employees super excited for the change and sort of the change management. It can be to a single store or multiple stores. And we gathered this information from our onboarding and support team who just absolutely crushed it right out of the gate. So the winner of this year's Rookie Rockstar is Capital City Pawn in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Well done, Capital City. As Tally mentioned, the onboarding team nominated you for this award. And I believe there's 4 locations. And 3 of those, I think, went live in a matter of 2 weeks. So that takes some serious hustle and dedication on your team. So well done. And look for an email from me with your cash prize. Okay, so next, we just want to jump into a quick look back. There was a lot of things that happened in 2022. So Tally and Christy kind of combined are going to walk us through these things. But really the purpose is, I guess there's a few purposes to this. One is sometimes people don't know all of the things that have actually happened. Our customers, new features we've rolled out and things like that. So it's a nice way to recap that. But also I think it's all the things that we're accomplishing are a huge testament to all of the employees at Bravo, but also all the customers. We get so much feedback and input and help. And so that's part of the reason why we like to acknowledge what has taken place in 2022 before we start looking forward at 2023. So let's jump in.
So these are our 6 core values. And these are promises that we deliver on every single day. They are things that we live and breathe at Bravo. We make decisions based on these things. And they're really just central to everything that we do. And so I really don't think that we would have been able to accomplish what we did accomplish in 2022 without these 6 things being at the forefront of every decision. And really, I want to give a huge shout out to our team for believing in these, for living these out, from our onboarding and sales team, support, marketing, our billing team. It is a full team effort to deliver what we deliver. We obviously know and are super appreciative. We know that we don't have a business without you, and we believe that. Every year that I get to do this, I really feel like it's such a special thing. I don't take it for granted at any day that this gets to be my job, and I get to serve you as our customers with just the most amazing team and group of individuals that I get to watch grow every single day. So I'm thankful for you for trusting your business with us. I'm grateful for our employees for delivering on this and my vision and my mission to basically provide this amazing system to you every single day. So just a general thank you to everybody. I'm really, really grateful to be sitting in this seat for another year.
So one of the big accomplishments, one of the key things that we want to touch on, and Tally, you can talk a little bit more about this, but is 100% uptime. Having a beautiful product isn't great if it's not functioning for our customers, right? So this is a key metric that I can just say in the leadership meetings and the exec meetings, all of our company-wides and even our weekly town halls, we are constantly looking at this metric. It is critical to us. Tally, anything you want to add about this accomplishment?
Yeah, I mean, Bravo doesn't really matter if it's not up. And so we have teams dedicated to making sure that Bravo's up and safe and secure for our customers. This is the standard that we set for ourselves. It's a high standard. Very few companies get to reach 100% uptime annually. We do it often, and it's just a huge accomplishment, and so much goes into it behind the scenes. It is full-time positions dedicated to this number. And so it's my favorite number to report on. And if you're unfamiliar with our status page, you can go check that out. We also report on this monthly, so you can see what's going on a month-to-month basis. But we're always really proud of this one. And of course, the second thing is Bravo's not Bravo without our customers and happy customers. And so the 96 is just a phenomenal customer satisfaction score. Our goal internally is a 95. We obviously strive to exceed that, which we got to do this year. Customer satisfaction score comes from case resolution. So if you get a case and it's solved, you get a survey that says on a scale of 1 to 5, how satisfied are you with your customer service today? And you rate us. And these ratings come through our entire company. We get a Slack channel that's automatically updating every time you leave us a comment or a review or a however many stars. Obviously, with the 4 and 5 stars, we're able to really praise the team members that are taking care of you so well. With 1s and 2s, we're able to address your comments, issues, frustrations really quickly. So the customer satisfaction score is a really good tool on both ways. But this is the number that we want to see. And we're going to talk also into transitioning more into a net promoter score, which is coming later. But obviously at the forefront of our KPIs across the company are making sure that our customers are happy. They're happy with the way that we're solving cases and that they would recommend us to a friend.
All right. So let's interrupt applauding ourselves for our great accomplishments, and let's award our next customer award. This is the Texting Titan. I think it's probably self-explanatory, but Tally, if you want to add a little bit more context behind this.
So the Texting Titan is really somebody that utilizes the text messaging product that we have to the best of its abilities. And my favorite thing about this winner, and this is the only 2-year back-to-back winner that we have in this year's awards, is that he is so open and willing to share what he's doing and how he's doing it with the rest of everybody. He's super active in social media. He will share campaigns. He answers questions about what he's sending it, who he's sending it to, and the results that he's getting. And that is just such a good playbook for customers that maybe don't know how to text or are scared that it's not going to yield the results or the ROI that you're hoping that it does. And so this year's Texting Titan is the same as last year, and that is Billy Haywood from AOK Pawn.
Well done, Billy. I think it was no question. We, of course, knew you won last year, but it was like, oh man, he deserves it a second year in a row. So really well done. Like Tally said, if you're not part of, if you're a Bravo customer, it's on the line, you're not part of the Facebook group, Billy's in there and always very helpful. So if you're not part of the Facebook group, this alone would be one good reason to join. And let's go ahead and do one more customer award. So this is Ecom All Day. As you can imagine, we're looking at people who have certain notable results with their e-commerce sales. So Tally, you want to give a few more specifics about what's behind this award?
Yeah, so for this one, we look at all e-commerce channels. This year, we really leaned into eBay. That's where we spent a lot of time and investment. One of the things that you may not know is that eBay changes their API often. We have people that are dedicated to keeping that API updated. Over the last few months, we had to do some massive changes. And so the Ecom All Day winner is the person that sold the most quantity of items through the eBay API. And so this one was not surprising. And the winner is Mo Money Pawn Shop in Phoenix, Arizona. So just huge quantity of items being sold through eBay using the Bravo API. And that's what we love to see. And we've got more investment being made into e-commerce, eBay, company branded Baya this year. So
awesome. Nice job, Mo Money. Okay, so now let's take a look back. Actually, this is the 2022 roadmap. I think, Christy, you might walk us through some of this. But for those of you who attended the kickoff show this time in 2022, this is what we laid out as what we wanted to accomplish, what we were hoping to, or what we were committing to. So, Christy, why don't we take a look back and maybe pull out specifically all of what we got done? Did we meet commitments?
We made a lot of commitments last year, and we achieved about 95% of what we wanted to on roadmap. And I think, you know, when we started this off, Kathleen had mentioned it's so many people play a part in this roadmap, starting with our customers submitting their customer suggestions through Zendesk, or, you know, even online. I might not comment on every one of them, but I am always in Facebook looking, as well as the founder of our company, Steve Mack, looking, soliciting feedback, asking questions, how we can make it better. So important, the input that we receive in real time or on social or in the channels like Zendesk. We've had beta testers in 2022 that we could not have released product without. So a huge thank you to all of those. And of course, our early adopters who are always willing to jump onto the new products that we push out and help us make them even better and better with every iteration. So probably the biggest key accomplishments, actually, I think our slides are out of order. I think this one goes to Tally. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So in the point of sale, a couple of really big ones that we did that have been requested for years is layaway restocking fees and then auto expiring of credits. So we were able to get that completed this year, which was a lot of customers have requested. We had teamed up with Dave Griffith from the consultants, and he had brought to our attention some ways that we could make the 8300 form report more helpful for our customers, in addition to the OFAC SDN report. Through making some of those updates, we then also discovered that our match was matching a little too many. So you may have noticed you went from a lot of SDN matches or an increased amount and then back to a decreased amount. So sometimes when, we work together, we think it's going to be a one and done, and it turns out something else is uncovered, but that's just, that's part of the life of software. We updated, a big update request that we had was the quantity support for SKUs. We're going to continue to build that out in roadmap in 2023. A lot of requests for the QuickBooks online export. We were finally able to sneak that into an update. And then the most, I think, requested customer suggestion is repair labels. We were able to sneak that into the last release of 2022. Some of the mobile commerce updates that we did was some free automated text message payment reminders. So we pulled some numbers, and in December alone, Bravo sent 581,000 free text messages for our customers. So a third of the text messages that customers sent were sent by Bravo. So we picked up the bill on that. And it's resulted in some awesome MobilePawn numbers and payments that the stores have been able to get. We also included debit-only payments. That was a really big deal for some of our customers. They wanted to make sure these pawn payments were taken with debit cards. We wanted to improve the self-activation. So we had heard both from our customers and of course on the Android and the Apple apps. We go in, we look at the reviews with what your customers are struggling with, and something that they had identified to us in some of those forums was, they wish they could self-activate or that it was easier. So we made some moves for that. And then we also launched a new buy app for our customers that are not pawnbrokers but do deal in firearms. So it's called the Buy app and works very similar to MobilePawn, just without the pawn stuff. Couple things we did for our specialized E4473 cloud was we were finally able to release that cloud storage. So we already have, I think, almost 50 pawnbrokers have already given notice and started using the product. So it's super exciting. Getting the feedback from the users is just starting to roll in, and we're very excited about it. With the E4473 product, we were able to really simplify the transfer process. So we're hearing from some of our customers who before used to turn away transfers because it was just too big of a pain in the rear end. It wasn't worth the 20, 30, 40 bucks they were making. Now it's such a simplified, easy process. People are starting to welcome those transfers back in. We added the eNix Chrome extension. So again, just making part of the process of transferring a firearm the most secure process on the market. We've automated the 3310s, and then we also include some questions for NFA and non-NFA transfers to make sure that all the appropriate paperwork is completed for those items. So that's just a highlight of some of what we did.
Yeah, 2022 is packed. It kept marketing busy, that's for sure. We had a lot to announce and a lot to roll out. What was awesome though, I'll just speak from a marketing point of view. Rachel's on here, our marketing manager, was that every time we had a product release, there was so much chatter in the Facebook groups, customers telling us, oh, this is great, or how do I use this? And we really appreciate that. We look for that actually. So daily we're in that Facebook group, but it gives us a lot of immediate feedback on ways to improve, or if something's not working quite right. But also what you like. And that's great for us to be able to pass on to the actual developers who are working so hard to roll that out. So keep that up. Tally, do you want to touch on just some other accomplishments outside of the dev?
Yeah. So we really expanded our onboarding and support teams this year, just due to increased demand in needing stores onboarded, and with newly onboarded stores comes more support. So we got to grow those teams, which is always a really good sign for us and makes our 2023 forecast really exciting. We also onboarded some really big customers, Smart Financial and Pawn One. Getting to work with both companies has just been like a dream from my seat. They're really excited and eager and just using the products really amazingly. So that's also been really exciting. My heart is in marketing. So we got a lot of marketing stuff done this year. We came out with new vision and mission and new brand identity and revised website. So a ton of stuff has gone into that. Lots of different people involved, but as you can see in our new deck compared to last year, it's bright and it's exciting and it's vibrant. And I really think it captures who we are and who we're becoming. With growing our onboarding team, it's always important that we're trying to provide self-service onboarding as well for those of you who like to use self-service onboarding and support, which is a lot of people. So really streamlining onboarding and making the training a lot easier. We made every single video this year less than 3 minutes. That was a huge effort. We have more than, I think, 100 3-minute videos now. So just, again, a lot of people that were a part of that really our goal is to make your life easier so that when you're looking for something, you don't have to watch something that's 20 minutes and you can watch something that's 3. We also got to expand our sales and marketing teams. Going into new verticals has been really, really exciting for us, and seeing the momentum grow in those verticals has been really awesome. So we plan for a lot more growth in 2023, and we're excited to continue expanding these teams. I alluded to it before. NPS is just another way to mark how satisfied and happy our customers are. Instead of having to submit a case and tell us how we're doing, which was sort of our key indicator for support, which is that CSAT, we're really looking for feedback from people that aren't necessarily submitting a case or feedback on a particular support agent or the way that we handle the case, and more looking for a broader feedback on how Bravo is doing. NPS is a really standard survey question. It's that question that you get all the time, which is on a scale of 1 to 10, would you recommend us to a friend? So if you've seen that going out, we'd love for you to answer it. It takes only, less than 10 seconds to do that, but that's really an important metric for us moving forward. And then, like Christy mentioned, linking up with some of the industry's consultants, along with 100% uptime. We're in the business of providing regulatory and compliant software to you. And so partnering with the most compliant people in the industries that we serve is really important. Getting their feedback, that's always sort of paramount to everything else, is making sure that you're compliant when you're running Bravo. So we're excited about those partnerships, and we're excited that those partners chose to work with us.
All right. So we talked a lot about what's happening on social media, that a lot of what sits on roadmap and gets accomplished comes from feedback in our actual customer surveys, but even just from some of the chatter that we're seeing on Facebook. So that leads us into the next award, which is the Social Media Superstar. Tally, before we announce that, anything you want to add?
I mean, really, social is so important. Like I was mentioning before, really, our customers are the ones that use our software every day. And so when you guys can link up and give feedback on how you're using the platform, not only do we learn from it and we can take that feedback and build it into customer suggestions and roadmap, but it's the real life, behind the counter experience that is so valuable to each other. And so lots of honorable mentions on this one, lots of people that are active and continue to be active. But the winner for this year is Megan Suzio from Oakland Coin and Jewelry Exchange. Thank you so much for the hours and hours and hours of time that you spend helping and asking really good questions, assisting others, providing really good conversation and discussion topics. It's just, we feel really lucky that we have created a community that likes to interact with each other and help each other out. So thank you.
Yeah, and I think Megan's on this call. Well done, Megan. And thank you for always sending me back the best little emojis to my comments in the Facebook group. It's so nice and confirming. All right. Okay, let's talk conversions real quick. I think we have maybe 1 or 2 more slides here, but this is critical. So let's talk about this. It's usually on the minds of people. We know we have non-Bravo customers on this call. So let's talk conversions for a moment.
Yeah, conversions are always the number one question when somebody's coming over. How hard is the conversion? Have other people converted from this software? We've done a million different conversions this year. These are our main pawn conversions. These don't include other ancillary sort of conversions that we do, like FFL book and A&D book conversions or gun conversions into Bravo. But as you can see, the biggest number of conversions that we had this year came from Pawn Master. And it sort of, you know, cascades down from there. I think for me, the feedback goes to our support team and our conversion team. These guys work overnight so that the next morning you come into Bravo and you have, you know, as little business disruption as possible. We aim for 0, but also just a thank you to you for trusting us to come over from another platform. These platforms, every single one on here, have been around for decades and decades. We know that changing is really hard. And so we're really just thankful that you took a chance, made the leap of faith, and are on Bravo. We're really happy to have you.
All right, so just a few other things that I think we'll breeze through because I have a feeling everybody's dying to see what's sitting on 2023 roadmap. So Tally, I'll move through these if you just want to touch on the record year for MobilePawn.
Yeah, I mean, MobilePawn continues to be just this phenomenal product. It's something that we continue to invest in. I think the reality is that consumers like to make convenient payments, and the convenient payment is not coming into your store. And the more people that come over and have this sort of belief that people buy less if they're not coming into the store to make payments, this is just continue to be proven out over a long period of time. This is the 7th year, I think, that we've had MobilePawn. And so, you know, anywhere that you can offer your customers convenience, we're believers in that. That's something that we try to do and we strive for. But this product is just really awesome. And you can go and look at the reviews in the app stores on it. Your customers love MobilePawn. So thank you for allowing us to provide it to them through you.
All right, that leads, of course, into the MobilePawn Mega User Award.
So the MobilePawn Mega User Award goes to the store with the most number of payments collected over the course of the year. This winner is Benny's Pawn, number 316 in El Paso, Texas. These guys got on in January and just started rolling right out of the gate. And we were doing monthly awards and we've been doing quarterly awards, and there was no guessing that store 316 won because they've been just a repetitive winner month over month on MobilePawn usage. So really, really, really awesome job.
Do you want to roll through, Tally? Just talk about E44 72 forms, what that looks like this year for that product.
Yeah, E44 is sort of the newest product on the block, but we continue, obviously, as you saw in roadmap in the past, and you'll see in 2023 roadmap is just a hugely growing product that we have. The other day we were in a meeting and all of us were sort of just talking about what's coming, and it was a gun product alignment meeting, which doesn't sound very sexy, but this part was really fun, which was a bunch of people started talking about feedback that we've heard about E4473 and customers that have reached out to Steve or I or other people personally to just say like how much they love this product, how much this product has saved their business, how much more comfortable they feel in dealing firearms, and how compliant it is, how much the employees appreciate it. Just as like a dream to hear that kind of feedback from customers. That's our vision. And so this product continuing to grow is exciting for us because we really saw that there was opportunity here for stores that needed help and assistance in being compliant selling guns. So we crossed the 100,000 mark and it's rolling. So. And then the last one is Fortis. So Fortis is our payment processor that we use for Bravo. They can be used for in-store or just online and mobile. So you have a lot of options My favorite things about Fortis are they're very pawn and gun friendly. That's why we chose them initially, but their support and just their company is a really great company to work with. They address issues quickly and they're very collaborative with us. And we have, Christy will show, there's some things that their API allows that we're going to continue to work on in 2023. But 617 of y'all are using Fortis. Hopefully that's making your lives a lot easier. You don't have to double entry anything. Your end of night reconciliation is much faster. And hopefully Fortis has been just a really wonderful company for you to work with and has saved you money, because I know that they save all our customers a lot of money. So.
All right, I think this was my slide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So these are all of the trade shows that we attended in 2022. We'll also be attending all of these again in 2023. The one new one on the list that we're excited to attend for the first time is at the bottom there, the Pacific Pawnbrokers Northwest Conference. So that's a first time we'll be attending that, and I believe their first show, so we're super excited to be part of that. Something that we are doing that's going to be a little bit different. So if you're on the line and you're attending any one of these shows and you're interested, reach out to me. We will be holding 4 user group meetings. So we have not exactly picked which shows we're going to be doing the meetings at. So that's why if you're going to be at a show, reach out to me. We're going to be hosting it, but looking for a pawnbroker to actually lead a discussion on a specific product. So if you're somebody who's really excited about MobilePawn and has a bunch of ideas, or maybe text messaging or e-commerce, whatever it is that you're excited about, we want to put together a group of like-minded individuals and get in a room and talk about what the future of that product could look like alongside you. So that's something new. Tally and I will be at every trade show this year. We were heads down in 2022 working on some other projects. So for the first time, probably Tally ever and myself in many years, did miss a lot of shows last year, but we're really excited to get back into it and see all of our old friends.
Yeah, and if any of you on the line are going to SHOT Show, we will be there, and we're going very big this year. We're on the first floor of the Venetian Expo Hall. I think our booth is so bright and big, you'll hardly be able to miss it. So make sure to stop by. We have beer and we have swag giveaways and stuff. So come by and hang out if you're there. We'd love to talk with you, customer or prospect. All right, I think this might be our last award. This is the Fast Beginnings Award. Tally, if you want to go ahead and talk about this one.
Yeah, so Fast Beginnings has to do with customers that have come on board and have quickly adopted just the whole suite of Bravo and sort of utilized best practices, have contacted other stores to continue to use best practices and really see what's worked. And really, it's just the quickness of adoption. So the winner of this year's Fast Beginnings is Pawn One in Idaho and Washington.
Awesome. Well done, Pawn One team. There were, I think, 26 stores that they onboarded. Yeah, it was amazing. All right. So now let's do a look ahead. A lot accomplished in 2022. We want to have this same type of presentation 12 months from now, talking about everything accomplished in 2023. So Christy, I know we're not going to read through all of these, but if you want to pull out some that you think are maybe most relevant based on customer suggestions and things like that, that would be great.
Yeah, so we're going to continue to work on some more retail specific items like serialized SKUs, making it easier for you all to bring in inventory or new inventory, even from distribution groups. And that's listed there under firearms. So we're working with Lipsy's RSR and Sports South. And then we're also going to continue to build out our repair module. So you will be able to begin doing gunsmithing or gun repairs as well as what you're able to do with the repairs as of today. We did not end up getting to the layaway protection plan like we had thought in 2022. So we did have to shift that into the 2023 roadmap. So we'll continue to build out that product in 2023. E-commerce and mobile, of course, part of our roadmap. A lot of you, if you're on Facebook, we had a lot of discussion about our first version of FFL Finder. I just met with Steve. We've got a lot of amazing feedback from you guys already, and have ideas for phase 2, 3, and even 4 into the future. Started scoping out two-way text. That is a huge one that you guys have been asking for a while. Those of you who have MobilePawn love and use chat. We can see you using it all the time. Of course, we want to be able to offer the most convenient option for you and your customers. And then, of course, compliance is always at the forefront of our minds, being in the industries that we serve. We all know a new 4473 form dropped, so we'll be updating for the new 4473 form very shortly.
Awesome.
Anything else you wanted to highlight, Callie?
No, that was great.
All right. Any questions or anything anybody wants to put in the chat, specifically Bravo customers, anything that you have questions about the roadmap that's coming up? I think I've seen a lot of these things, optional packing slips, FFL Finder, things that, yeah, there's some hot discussion points. So we were excited to put this down on paper and show you guys. Okay.
Yes, Megan, did you see that? Optional packing slips, just for you, doll.
All right. The last thing I just wanted to make everybody aware is that we have marketing has put together, Rachel and our art director, a whole new slew of marketing resources. By the way, many of these are useful even if you're not a Bravo customer. So we got so much great feedback from our Q4 retail campaign, where we kind of put together text messages and all sorts of ads for you. And if you don't really have a marketing team, you can essentially just take our materials and use them. And we want to be valuable. We want to make 2023 the best year ever for you. So in our newsletters, our weekly newsletters that we send out, there's going to be a link to this great landing page that's been put together, and it will centralize all these resources. But there's new text message templates specific to some of the holidays and retail holidays that are coming up in Q1. We have redesigned all the MobilePawn resources with just some more updated branding. There's also new templates in there for retractable banners. So if you want to get those printed at FedEx, they're only about $150 or $160. You can have big signage in your store. There are pawn ticket ads in grayscale, by the way, so you don't have to print them in color. Again, promoting some of the upcoming holidays in Q1. And then to go along with those, also website and social ads. So we want you to just be able to take all of that and market your store and your brand. Again, a lot of things available, even if you're not a Bravo customer. So keep an eye out for those things in the weekly newsletter, and certainly leverage those. So that is all we had. I want to thank everybody again for all your tremendous input and work in 2022. Our customers are just fantastic. It's actually an absolute joy to go to the trade shows, get to meet all of you face to face, and also hear suggestions for improvements and the things that you're liking. So thank you for the investment that you make in Bravo. And thank you to the whole team at Bravo as well for all the work. Tally, anything you want to add before we sign off here?
I do, just not to be a total downer, but if you're following what's going on in Illinois, there is a rate cap bill that's being voted on either today or in the next week or so. This would cap interest rates at 36%. This would be really detrimental. I am going to post the link for more information and also how to donate to help them. I think this is really important. This is teamwork beyond your state or your association. This is like industry-wide teamwork. We've got lots of customers that are at the Capitol fighting this legislation. We hope that it's successful. And it's been on my mind all day. So I just wanted to sort of end with that. Maybe you can donate it forward. And we've challenged all of the industry partners to match our donations. So yeah, I'm just grateful for this industry. It's the only industry that I know I want to see it around for as many generations as my family's been in it, which is 5. So it's posted. Go check it out. Thank you so much for being here. We are excited. We are getting off this webinar and jumping right back into work. We have a lot coming. We have a release coming out soon. And again, if you're going to be at SHOT Show, come say hi. We would love to see you.
Thank you so much. Everybody have a fantastic afternoon and a fantastic 2023. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.